Welcome to the David Copperfield Theatre here inside the MGM Grand. It is press conference day here in Las Vegas. Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz renewing their hostilities ahead of UFC 202 this weekend. The press conference takes place in a few minutes' time. Let's see what they're going to say.
Mine, theirs, David Copperfield's, everybody's. We have only so much time in this room.
Does it concern you at all that this continues to happen? I mean, is there an issue that needs to be addressed?
Listen, we're having a press conference here. If it's over before he gets here, then it's over.
You get him, and then the guy that you're here with isn't, doing the same thing you are, being here on time, showing up for the press conference. I mean, does that upset you that he's not here right now?
Nah, I don't care. It's rude. Hell, before I get to Daniel, I gotta get past this beast that's to my left over here. That's Brazilian killing machine, Glover. So, I'm just focused on that and not really worried about either one of those guys.
Well, Daniel Cormier is the champion now, so, that's why I asked if I with Andrew Johnson first, because he's the #1 contender, and, I have to beat him so I can fight for the title. And after this fight, we fight for the title. Daniel Cormier, already saying, I don't know, I didn't heard from him, but I heard that Dan already say that they're winning this fight to fight for the title. I don't know what's going on with John Jones, and I don't really care either.
He's either lying to himself or to the world about his confidence, or trying to make himself believe it. But you remember what happened in the last fight, and I think it's a little silly, man. Got pictures of me up in his garage with him punch me in the face. What the fuck? Who does that? That's like trying to make yourself believe something. That's all. I just think, it's trying to hype his own self up, but when he goes to sleep at night, he remembers what happened the last time.
During the media scrum that Conor McGregor did, he sort of gave the impression that he won't be defending his title regardless what happens after this fight with Nate. I'm just wondering, where do you stand on that? Regardless what happens on Saturday, will he be defending his featherweight title?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Or giving it up.
How are you, Conor? Are you able to clear up why you were a little late to the press conference?
I thought it was #1. Vegas traffic's heavy as well this time of year. I don't know. There must be a McGregor show going on because the place is packed out.
Are you disappointed it started without you, that you missed the beginning?
No. These fucking press conferences again, I don't know I've made these press conferences have helped shape what this is, and then also they've almost got me they have got me kicked off cards before, so look, I'm just happy to be here. I'm ready to fight, that's all I know. Cut all the bullshit. I'm here, I'm ready to fight. You're gonna get a fight when I'm here. It's gonna be a show, so forget all this other crap and this timekeeping and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm here.
Okay, and just one more for you. Your coach, John Kavanagh, said recently that he believes that his reputation is on the line in this fight. Do you agree with that statement coming from him, and do you feel like your reputation is on the line a little bit as well, considering you asked for this one?
Look, we're confident in what we've been doing here. We've prepared. I'm ready for whatever this man has to bring. Bring his full camp. Let me see his full camp that he was talking shit about, that he was making excuses the way he got the head slapped on for most of the fight. Let me see that full camp. I can't wait to see it. Bring the clinch, bring your jiu-jitsu, bring the whole of fucking Stockton. I'm ready for whatever he has to bring. The way it all panned out, I've got other business to handle after this fight, but make no mistake, it will be a trilogy fight down the line. It won't be straight away, but we will do it 3 times, 100%.
Fuck your whole team, how about that?
Your whole team. Crackhead SS. You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing. Shut your fucking mouth, you'll do nothing. You'll do fucking nothing. Not one of you will do nothing. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Fuck you.
That's all right. Hey, Conor. Don't throw the Conor. Sorry, guys. See you Saturday.
What started that?
I mean, it was clearly Nate had it planned when Conor showed up late that he was going to walk out.
Right.
But, I've been saying all week that they just didn't have the big fight vibe, and now we got the big fight vibe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was there. I got some water on my leg from the bottles being thrown.
Did you?
Yeah.
You got caught in the crossfire.
I mean, certainly. I mean, the worst example of being caught in the crossfire. I was like on the sidelines, but I did not see that coming. I'll tell you that.
No, nor did I. That was nuts. BT Sports Lee Moore.
It was pretty incredible, Simon. So Nick Diaz walks in, says to Nate we're going. The whole team walk out, and then it kicks off. So Nick and Nate are running this thing already. So it's going to be a pretty good fight. We got ourselves a fight.
Well, we were saying before the press conference that there wasn't really that much buzz, was there? But then we've got buzz now. All hell broke loose at that press conference. We're heading back to yours. We're going to try and get some stuff done, but that was nuts, wasn't it?
It really was. It's one of the situations it's very reminiscent, obviously, of Daniel Cormier and John Jones kind of warring with each other, and extremely reminiscent because, projectiles were being thrown, and I think that was the concern, and that's where it got bad. So it's one of those things where it's not a good thing. It's a bad thing, to be honest with you. I mean, you got Conor McGregor chunking full cans of Monster energy drink, which those things are heavy, man. If that strikes somebody in the head, that could hurt somebody. And so
apparently he hit one of the police officers that was in the room.
That's what we heard. So that's a bad situation. But on the other hand, I mean, the thing about the sport is, yes, it's a sport, and yes, it's a competition, but it's a fight. It's a fist fight, and especially from the Diaz perspective, the Diaz camp. I mean, now you've got some. If you didn't think there was real animosity and real bad blood between these two, you saw it escalate. So from that perspective, in a promotional perspective, I guess it is kind of a good thing.
It was nuts. I mean, Dana White. From a journalist point of view,
Dana White's not buzzing.
Dana White is like whatever the opposite of buzzing is. That's Dana White right now.
There's another verb for what he is.
He wasn't happy when he walked onto the stage, and like you as usual had the first question. Had asked the elephant in the room was the fact that Conor wasn't in the room, and you asked the question, and Dana was pissed off.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. I mean, Dana's used to fielding questions from me at press conferences and whatever. I mean, we have a decent working relationship or whatever, and it was pretty obvious that he was annoyed. And I don't take it personally if he's pissed at me that I asked whatever. But I don't think that was it. I think it was just obvious that he was frustrated. Here's once again Conor McGregor not being here, and I think we all knew ahead of time. Conor will probably be late. We were joking about it, but I think you could tell Dana's had enough of it at this point. It's like, guy, you got to be here, damn it.
Yeah, and the amount of money that they're earning for this fight. Part of the job is promoting the fight. I know Conor McGregor fights sell themselves, but you think if Conor didn't do all those promotional things way back when, no one would know anything about it.
Absolutely.
It'd be an underground star rather than a mainstream star that he is now. So it's one of those. He turned up. He didn't apologise. He just sat down and almost made light of the whole thing.
Good timing as we drive by the house that Conor built right there.
Is that it there?
The Zoof offices, yeah.
There we go. So, but yeah, and to me, and I don't know what you thought. I thought Nate's exit was pre-planned.
It was. I think
it looked pretty obvious that we'll wait for Conor to turn up. We'll let him get comfy. and then Nick will give us the sign, and then I'll get up and go. And that's pretty much how it happened.
And it's funny, I mean, you know, if it wasn't pre-planned, I mean, you know, he was on his phone the whole time, so who knows? Maybe somebody was texting him saying, let's just bounce right now, you know? And I thought, honestly, it was brilliant, you know, for Nate to, I think that was a great statement by Nate to say, listen, if you don't have to play by these rules, I don't have to play by these rules either. I came, I did my part, I'm out, you know? And you know, again, there was this huge entourage at one point that walks in of Conor's, and I was like, oh my God, how many people does he have here? Nate's camp was already there as well, and you know, you kind of knew something was probably going to go down, and I commend Nate for walking out on it. I think that's smart, man. Let's say, hey, Conor didn't have to show up. Look, I did my part, now I'm out. I think it's good, and it kind of prevents that awkward back and forth that they had. If you think of the last one, they couldn't even hear each other, and it was kind of bizarre. And I think Nate knows, you know, Conor's going to speak over him. He's going to be quicker on the mic. And I think that was a great plan by Nate to be like, hey, you know what, I'm out. But, you know, it did get almost very ugly. And the fact that, you know, you had those two camps just a few feet from each other, and then, you know, Conor making it worse by starting to throw things. I mean, it's one thing to be yelling back and forth, cussing, whatever, but when you start chunking stuff, I was a little bit worried that was kind of a compact venue that we were in there.
It was.
And if you think about the way it was set up, the tiers and the walls, like, it could have gotten bad, and it would have been hard for security to get to everybody, and it could have gotten nasty.
I mean, you know, we spoke to an unnamed member of staff, and we also spoke to some of the security guys afterwards, and people got hit by stuff, and there were people who got caught up in it, and I think Nate was the first one to throw. I think he threw a water bottle, and that was what sparked it. But absolutely crazy, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens the rest of the week with the remainder of the media obligations. Will they cancel the open workouts? Will they rearrange things? Because clearly they need to be sat. Certainly Conor, I think, probably needs to be sat down and said, listen. And also you've got to factor in the new ownership here.
Yeah, definitely. It's not a good look, and I mean, you could see the frustration all over Dana's face. You know, when he finally came back to the podium. You know, I'm not an expert lip reader, but I can see an F-bomb.
You didn't need to be an expert lip reader. That was pretty obvious.
Yeah, he definitely kind of mouthed that real quick, and then you know, said peace out. You know, we're done here, and you could definitely see the frustration in his face, and understandably so. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to do anything but help sell more pay-per-views, and so I think, you know, Conor can certainly, when they have the meeting that I'm sure that they're, if not already having, or are going to be having, you know, where he expresses his displeasure, you know, I'm sure I'm sure Conor can just be like, look, man, at the end of the day, it's sold us more pay-per-views, and sit on that, and he's not wrong. But dude, you're walking the thin line of bad stuff happening.
Absolutely. But we're going to head back and get some of this stuff processed and online. There's bits and pieces already starting to get out there. We managed to get some stuff done early before we got away. But more fun and games to come, mate.
Lots of it. Fight week is officially underway now.
Absolutely.